Like a lot of people, the first time I rode the Haunted Mansion, I was terrified. I didn't like it. I was afraid of ghosts. I was afraid of things jumping out. I was afraid of skeletons. I was afraid of the dark. I was like 5 or 6. I can't quite pinpoint, like, in my memory. This is all based on memory. I can't remember how old I was, but I know I was 5 or 6. It was my first time in Disney World. Aladdin was new, so. But I rode the Haunted Mansion with my family. Obviously, I wasn't there by myself as a 5-year-old. The dune buggies are not big enough for a family of 4 unless both kids are like small. And my sister was and is older than me. She probably was about 9 or 10, 11. Yeah. So she was too big to ride with my parents and me in one dune buggy. So my parents decided that I would ride with my sister. That was probably not a good call. I was afraid as soon as we got on the ride. I'm probably as soon as we got in. I just don't really remember that. I remember being on the ride and being like, I want to leave and crying and stuff. But my sister like just laughed at me. I think she really enjoyed it because I was so scared and she'd been there before. She just doesn't have empathy. But I remember I was very scared and I didn't like it. My parents asked me if I wanted to ride it again and I was like, no, you're crazy. No. I remember coming home after that trip and my parents have this like commemorative wedding topper from their wedding. It's like 2 little dolls. They kind of look like, Barbie and Ken, but like small. And they're on top of this like lace thing with like a heart. What do you call it? Like arch, wedding arch. And yeah, so they're like on top of like a pedestal thing with like lace all around. Anyway, it's a nice wedding cake topper. Anyway, it's from the 70s. It's really cool. But when I was 5, when I saw it when we came back from the Haunted Mansion, all I could think about was the attic bride. And I was afraid of their wedding cake topper. And I didn't want to go past their room. They kept their wedding cake topper like on their dresser or whatever. And I was afraid to cross the doorway in front of their room because if I did that, I would see the wedding cake topper, and I was afraid of that. So I remember like I would walk in the hallway and I would like dart across the doorway really quickly so that I wouldn't see the wedding cake topper. It's just like one of the earliest memories of the Haunted Mansion I have, and it's not even, really the Haunted Mansion. It's just the way that it like played with my imagination. And it continues to play with my imagination, which is why I like it so much. Because I like spooky things that make me imagine uh, spooky stuff, like weird situations that I would probably never actually find myself in. This past weekend, the Nerdfighter community raised over $3 million for the Project for Awesome. So that's really cool. Thank you if you checked out my video or anybody else's video. And it's just really nice to be able to contribute to this great community that donates to charity every year. It just makes me feel really happy. So thank you.